Hello, I'm Simon from Simon's Simple English and welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel. Here I want to share ideas with you on ways you can make your English better. And this latest video is about a method that one of my students told me about. It's to help you to become more fluent. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so now and also hit the like button. And without further ado, let's get started. Ways in which we can become more fluent. There are a lot of ways out there, and it's something that many of my students ask me about. A lot of it, unfortunately, is to do with practice. You have to practice your talking. You have to practice saying your words correctly, making sure you pronounce the words correctly, but also what are the collocations? What are the words that go together? The technique that I'm going to talk about today is called the jam method. Not the type of jam that you spread onto your toast, although it is spelt the same. So it's called the jam method, and that stands for just a minute. And that's exactly what you're going to do. So you think of a topic or think of a question. If you're going to think of a question, you could use an IELTS speaking question, something like that, or TOEIC. Any topic, any question, no preparation. And then you set your timer and you start talking. So I'm going to demonstrate this. But firstly, I need a topic that I haven't prepared. So I'm going to go and ask my wife for a topic or a number of topics. I'm going to choose one and then we will try this out. So some rules first. First rule, you have to talk for the full minute. You can't stop talking. It's okay to pause a little bit, but try to talk continuously. And try not to pause for more than 3 seconds. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to make sense, but it doesn't matter if not everything comes out that well. And try not to repeat yourself. Those are the rules. Try this out with me and see how more fluent you feel at the end than you did at the beginning. Right, so I've got some ideas from my wife. I'm going to pick one at random. This one. Okay. So, number 5, your favourite wild animal. Your favourite wild animal. So, no preparation, no notes, nothing like that. I'm going to talk for a minute about my favourite wild animal. I guess my favourite wild animal is probably the shark. Sharks are fascinating creatures. They are basically the king of the ocean. They're the top of the food chain. and they're apex predators. I think I've been lucky enough to see sharks in the wild, and I think they swim beautifully. Also, they're very old. They've been on the planet for millions of years. And I think they're very graceful swimmers. And I think they're quite often misunderstood and feared. And I think we can learn a lot from them. So that was me talking for 1 minute, unprepared, about my favourite wild animal. Why don't you stop the tape for 1 minute and try this with me? Some of the ideas that I've got here, as well as your favourite wild animal, you could talk about your last vacation, your favourite holiday, things you do on your birthday, your hometown, your favourite wild animal, pollution in your country, your dream house, what you'd like to become where in the future, how to cook your favourite food. Sorry, I can't read the writing. Your favourite game or sport. So pick one of them, pause the video for 1 minute and try it yourself. And now we're going to move on to the second part of the jam technique. And that is where you give yourself 1 minute or so. You could be 2 minutes. But I'm going to give myself 1 minute to think. And also now I can write notes. So I'm going to think about what I liked from my talk just now, and I'm going to see how I can develop the answers and make it sound better, maybe with better vocabulary or better phrases or even better collocations. So I'll be back in 1 minute with a few notes prepared, and then we will go through this again. Hello again. Right, so I've taken about 1 minute and I've made some notes, as you can see, very rough notes. And now I'm going to talk for a minute. So I'm going to talk for 1 more minute about my favourite wild animal, sharks. But this time I have a few notes, so hopefully it goes a little bit better. So sharks are my favourite wild animal. This is because they're very beautiful swimmers. They're amazing animals, and they're very graceful. Did you know sharks can be found in every ocean of the world? So they are very widespread. They're top of the food chain in most cases, so they are an apex predator. So I guess the biggest threat that there is to a shark would be a human. They're prehistoric, which means they're very old. They've been on this planet for thousands of years. So they were here at the time of the dinosaurs. Also, they're very misunderstood. People are very scared of them. And yeah, as you can see, I've run out of things to say, but we've basically run out of time anyway. So that was my second attempt, having written a few notes. Why don't you pause the video here and try it yourself? write a few notes, and then try to speak for 1 minute about the same topic and see how you get on. I hope you'll find it a lot easier. The third step in this process is we pause the video again and we write a few more notes and plan our speech a little bit more. And then we're going to speak for one last time. Okay, so I'm going to write some more notes and I'll be back to you shortly. So this is the third time that we'll be talking about the subject. Okay. And let's see if it makes me more fluent and see if it makes my answer better. So our 1 minute will start now. Okay, I want to talk about my favorite wild animal, which is the shark. Now, the shark, you may or may not know, is found in every ocean of the world. So it's found in many different types of environment. It's very widespread and it's a very successfully adapted animal. Beautiful swimmer, very graceful and magnificent creature. Comes in large sizes and small sizes. It's a top of the food chain. It's an apex predator, which means that not many things will threaten the shark. I guess the biggest threat to the shark these days is human activity. It's prehistoric. Actually, that's 1 minute. So I didn't get time to say everything I wanted to because we ran out of time. But I definitely had a lot more to say in the third attempt than I did in the first attempt. And it was a lot easier to talk a lot in the third attempt than the first attempt. So why don't you pause the video here and try it yourself? So that's the jam method. It's a fantastic way for you to practice your speaking and your fluency. And what's great about it is you can do it on your own. Also, recording yourself is a very good idea because then you can play the video or the audio back to yourself and you can see what you sound like. You can see if you've got any bad habits like saying or long pauses. Also, you can see how well you've improved, which is excellent. Unfortunately, there's no magic pill for improving your fluency. If you want to be good at soccer, you have to play soccer. You're not going to get it from a book. It's the same with fluency and English speaking. The more you practice, the better you can become. So there we have it. That's the jam method. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to press the like button and also subscribe to my channel, and more videos will be following soon. I hope this helps you with your fluency and helps you with your English journey. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye bye.